What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Lavon Casey. I'm back again with another interview. And tonight's guest, this special guest has the weapon wheel gig going on for him. He's also called your pony commissioner. Please welcome JackmoveJohnny. What's up, JackmoveJohnny?
What's popping with you, Lavon? How you doing, man?
Yeah, it's been going fine. So, how did you find YouTube, and how did you get started? And what made you want to start YouTube?
Ooh, how did I find YouTube? I was just heard about YouTube, around about 05, 06. No, it was like 06 I heard about YouTube. I was just going on here watching random videos. What made me start wanting to do videos is that originally I wasn't in the gaming community, man. I was into like the DVD and the movie community, right? Yeah, because I used to originally I was like, because I thought I had a real big DVD collection and shit. But I went and I was looking up other people's DVD collection. I was like, wow, these dudes got way more than I do. You know what I'm saying? But originally, I wanted to do movie videos. Even though I don't watch that many movies, I want to do movie and DVD videos. I never got around to doing it, but
are you still gonna consider to do it or no?
No. I'm not really into. Well, I don't collect DVDs anymore. I don't collect Blu-rays. I don't collect nothing. So no, I never do that.
Straight to Netflix.
Yeah, we Netflixing it right now, but that's pretty much how I got into YouTube.
And what would you consider as your first big break on YouTube? Like, what would you consider?
Ooh, my first big break was probably I had got into it with Dr. Trey. Well, Dr. Trey, yeah. I got into
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, I got into it with Dr. Trey one night on because I was in Shokyo stream and I heard Dr. Trey, he was talking about his shit, and I was just like, I didn't want to cuss out Dr. Trey one time. I always wanted to do that because he was irritating to me. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting a chance to cuss out Dr. Trey. Next thing I know, people ask me when I'm dropping videos, shit like that. That was pretty much my big break on the gaming community, though.
Yeah. How did you meet Dr. Trey, like in a call or with Shokyo?
Well, that video, JackmoveJohnny versus Dr. Trey, that was the first time I ever spoke to Trey in person. So that's when the way I met them was I used to watch Shokyo stream, and I ain't like Shokyo. I thought he was an idiot, right? Really? I ain't like Shokyo. Yeah, I ain't like Shokyo. I ain't like nobody he hung out with, but I saw they was playing The Last of Us online, and at that time I needed some teammates. So I was like, hey, do y'all need a teammate? And I just used to ask them, I'm like, bro, y'all need to go and play with me because I need teammates on this shit, bro. Like, I was really just looking for somebody to play the game with. And then they ended up playing the game with me. They saw I was pretty good at it. And I just remember saying I wanted to cuss out Trey, and then they let me in the Skype call that one time. I cussed out Trey. I left on my own. Then probably a couple of days after that, they added me back, right? And then they was like, we want you to stay and shit. That's pretty much how that happened.
Okay, so how did you meet Black Bond, Hard 8 Times, the BG? Like, how did you meet all them folks?
How did I meet them? Well, what happened with that was I always watched BG, Hard 8, Black, but I always watched them and shit. But how did I meet them? I met them through Skype too, man, because actually BG did a video about The Last of Us. Another thing about The Last of Us. And I guess he saw the video with me and Trey, and I was like, hey, bro, add me on Skype, because I had played games with BG before, but he probably don't remember the shit. But I had asked him to add me on Skype so we could run the shit. Then he ended up adding me, and then I had got, it was just Skype shit. I was getting added to other calls. I ended up getting added to a call. I had Hard 8 Bond in a minute. And Hard 8 didn't even know who I was. He was like, hey, did y'all hear that dude, Johnny Jacks, whatever? He was like, he had a video with Trey. That shit was funny. They're like, oh, yeah, Jack here right now. And then I linked up with Hard 8, shit like that. But yeah, I've been knowing them for like, what, a minute now.
Shit, don't you miss those days of Skype calls, the Skype wars, and all that?
They was cool, man. It got to a point where it was crazy though. It was cool though.
Like I don't see any of those anymore. They just kind of like disappear. Like everyone has a life now.
Yeah, everybody doing their own thing, man. I still be on Discord and shit, but it don't get crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? But
okay,
yeah.
So tell us about how Weapon Wheel got started.
How Weapon Wheel got started. Okay, so another thing, we was on Skype. It was actually, I just remember it was me and BG. It was me and BG in a call and shit. And I know BG was about to get another job, and he was talking to me. He was like, "Hey, he was like, you know how we always be on Skype and shit, me, you, Bond, Hard Eight, all us. I'm gonna start a podcast, right? He's like, I'm gonna just start a podcast. We basically gonna just shoot the shit like we usually do, but we gonna do it on a podcast." And I was like, "Shit, that's cool. I'm with it." You know what I'm saying? But what happened was, actually, my computer broke. Like, I'd say probably right before the fucking Weapon Wheel started, because he told me when he wanted to start it. I ain't know it was called Weapon Wheel. He told me right. He was like, "I'm gonna start it around my birthday." His birthday, it was like August, and my computer ended up breaking, and I ain't have enough money to get a new one, so my computer broke for a couple of months. So that's why a lot of people, if you wonder why I wasn't on the Weapon Wheel originally, it's because I ain't have a fucking computer at the time, and because actually, I'm not gonna say I was the first. I was either the first or second person that BG ever told about the Weapon Wheel podcast. He had asked me to be on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know I was gonna be a permanent member. I just know he said he wanted to do it. And then when I got my computer, I was on it. I thought I was just gonna be on one episode, to be honest with you. But then, like, he would tweet out who gonna be on the Weapon Wheel. He'd just keep tweeting my name. I'm like, oh shit, I guess I'm a regular member. I ain't even know shit. But that's pretty much how that happened.
I guess were you expecting the Weapon Wheel podcast to be successful or anything like that?
I knew it was gonna be successful due to the fact of who was on it. You know what I'm saying? Bond got his own audience. I got my own audience. You know, Hard Eight, BG, and it was crazy because Smooth was on the Weapon Wheel when I had already got there. Me and Smooth wasn't even cool at first. You know what I'm saying? Me and Smooth used to be beefing this shit.
About what exactly, like beefing?
I just remember one day Smooth did a video because I had met Smooth when he had like 200 subs, right? And it's crazy because Smooth, he got more subs than I do now. But I remember when I first met Smooth, and we was having another Google Hangout, and I mean, we told people, if you had a problem with us, come address us and shit. And Smooth came there with like 2 more people, and they were saying some crazy shit. But I just remember Smooth doing a video one day, and I left. I don't know what comment I left, but for some reason, Smooth got highly upset at me. He started cussing me out. He like, "Man, I beat you the fuck up," all this type. I'm like, what the fuck? Then we just going back and forth like, bro, like we was threatening each other really. And he ended up blocking me on YouTube. And then BG, I forgot how BG even found out about the shit. BG saw the shit. Then he was like, all right, y'all hop on Skype. Another thing about Skype, he's like, y'all hop on Skype after I get off work. We gonna talk about the shit. So he ended up getting on Skype. We talked about it. We ironed the shit out. Ever since then, me and Smooth been cool though. Me and Smooth ain't never had no problems after that. But yeah, I knew it was gonna have viewers though.
Yeah. Because some people think that Kid Smooth is like the puppet, like the little master puppet that you guys like use as a punching bag, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. I see those comments. But
like, do you think that you do that to get Smooth, or do you think it's just roasting? It's just popping shots at the end of the day?
Really, a lot of people don't realize this. I mean, you might realize if you listen to the after show, the pre-show, whatever. Everybody on the Weapon Wheel is cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really got no beef. At the end of the day, anything we talk about on there, well, I'm not gonna say all we talk about on there is games, but no matter what the argument is, usually it stemmed from some shit about gaming. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it
ain't never if I see you, I'm fuck you up on sight or I kill you. No, it ain't no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
What about I understand what you're saying, but what about the whole betting situation with Kid Smooth and
that was some whole other shit. Now, I didn't have nothing to do with that personally, because me and Smooth had to bet ourselves, and he ended up paying me like right after he lost. I guess he wasn't paying Hard Eight in a timely fashion. I don't know, but I can understand why both parties was upset. You know what I'm saying? The shit went left. Hard Eight ended up getting his money, so it really wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But, people see shit, they like to blow it out of proportion. That's all that was, if you ask me.
Okay. So as that Patreon been doing, I've been hearing some things about it. I've been hearing that you have to pay to play with the Weapon Wheel members. Is that true or is that false?
I'm glad you brought that up, actually. Well, first of all, the Patreon is doing very well. I appreciate anybody who supports, man. I really do. I do appreciate it. Now, the thing is, people saying you got to pay to play with the Weapon Wheel cast members. That is 110% false, man. And you can look at my stream that I did today on Twitch. I had a full party of my viewers. Listen, And then it's another thing, right? The person who said this, I saw what they said. Apparently they was getting mixed up that we do have a tier on the Patreon that if it's a game that you want us to play, right? Say for instance, I don't like Final Fantasy 15, right? Say for instance, okay, they got some money. Okay, I want to see Jack Move stream Final Fantasy 15. They would pay on that tier to get me to stream that game for like 6 to 8 hours out of a month, right? That's not paying to play with me. That's just I want to see this person play that game. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no. First of all, it's not mandatory. It's an optional thing. It's just something fun for the community. And the only reason it costs money is because I would actually have to go out and buy that game. You see what I'm saying? Like, say if it's a Final Fantasy 15, $65, right? When you donate the money, first of all, when they donate the money, we split in that 5 different ways. So I'm not even getting that whole whatever you donate. And I'm getting like $16 of it. I still got to put my own money on top of that and go purchase that game. So that's why that is the way it is. But no, we don't. If you one of my viewers, man, you don't even got to be one of my viewers, bro. If you see me streaming or see me on a game, you jump in my lobby, I'm not going to kick you out or send you some payment information. Like, come on, man. That sounds crazy, bro. We ain't doing no shit like that.
I thought you might have, pimping, like pimping.
Hey, man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I could charge people to play games, I definitely would. Or, if people wanted to pay me to play, shit, I'm not turning it down. But listen, I would never do that to nobody, man.
Yeah, okay. So what do you think of the success of guys like PewDiePie and all them other folks that are in the mainstream realm of YouTube? Like, what do you think of them? Like, you want to reach their success or what?
I mean, I could always use more, a following, viewership, all that, man. I think it's cool for them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater, so I think it's cool for them doing what they do. But me personally, I don't really like their content because I don't think that it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's for the kids more.
Yeah, it's like I guess that's the audience they going for. But it's just a real, like, it's a fakeness to it. You know what I'm saying? I really can't get behind. But the success for them is fantastic. I mean, more power to them, man. You know what I mean?
They got some working.
They definitely do.
When was your first time coming to PlayStation? What was it like playing PlayStation for the first time?
Actually, I still remember the first time I ever played PlayStation. I was over my sister's house, man. I was over my sister's house, and my brother-in-law had just got a PlayStation. I think at first they bought him an N64, but he didn't want it, so he got a PlayStation instead. And the first game I ever played on PlayStation was the Parappa the Rapper demo, man. It was a demo disc that came with the PlayStation. It was like Parappa the Rapper on it, some other shit. But I just remember playing that, and I remember it being like, press the R button, press the L button. I'm like, R and L, what the fuck these buttons are? Like, I ain't even see the shit, show the buttons and shit. But that was the first time I ever played PlayStation, man. I've been in love ever since.
Now, where'd you get the name? Your Pony Commissioner. Like, where'd you get that name from?
Where did I get that name from? If I remember correctly, right? Now, around this time, it was probably around 2013, towards the end of 2013, right? And I remember, I used to call everything, suave, Well, suave is actually a word, but, something suave. I was like, this suave, that suave. And I remember my homegirl, Nia, the video game, she does YouTube as well. I just remember one day, I think she had called me like the suave commissioner or some shit, right? So I remember that, and then that was around the same time on YouTube where people was like, oh, you a Sony fan, you a Sony pony, shit like that. And I just put the two together. I'm like, well, shit, I'm just fucking, I'm the Pony Commissioner. Like, giddy up, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. And that's pretty much how that came about, man.
Okay. So the Switch is coming out. It's coming out real soon. You've been seeing the unboxings. Have you been watching the unboxings and stuff like that?
I have. The Switch is real interesting to me, man. I don't know. I really don't know about the Switch. Nintendo still need to prove themselves to me. Now, this is another thing I want to touch on real quick. A lot of people don't know that I've been gaming since like 90, you know what I'm saying, 90, 91, and I've owned every Nintendo console except the Wii U. A lot of people don't know that about me, man. I'm not just a Sony-only gamer, you know what I'm saying? I owned all the Segas. The only game system I never fucked with for real was the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get an original Xbox for Shenmue 2, never ended up getting it. I was gonna get the second Xbox just because I wanted to get it, never ended up getting it, man. But the Switch is cool. I really wish they had achievements, because I do enjoy my achievements. I really wish they had that. Apparently usernames are only 10 characters, and my username would be like 14 characters. Like most usernames I use are like long, so I really can't even get a username on it, motherfucker. But it look all right, man. I hope people that's looking forward to it enjoy it, man.
Do you think it's a step in the right direction for Nintendo, or do you think it's a bad move? It's going to suck. They should have went just with the regular, traditional, old school way.
I think that it's natural progression for Nintendo. They clearly have a focus on handheld / mobile gaming, and that's where they want to take their game consoles. And I think if the Switch is a failure, I think they're going to go strictly mobile, honestly. And if it's a success, I still think they're going to, lean towards the handheld mobile market. So I just think it's a natural progression from where shit was going. You know what I'm saying? They have way more success with handhelds than consoles. It's been like that for probably roughly 10 years. If you take out the Wii, which was a monster, as far as sales go, but that wasn't a normal thing for them. It was on some luck shit. I'm just gonna call it what it was on some luck shit. But I just think they was always destined to go though.
Yeah. So are you getting the Switch maybe someday, or no, or are you avoiding it, or?
I'm not gonna say I'm completely avoiding the Switch. I would buy a Switch. It's gotta show something that appeal to me though, and I'm not seeing it quite yet, man. I'm not giving up hope on the Switch. I'm really not. But
I mean, it's getting third party support in a way,
kinda,
in a way, but it's not like what you would think. You know what I'm saying? It's getting its own type. Like the Wii.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We just have to see.
Yeah. When does it come out? The 3rd?
March 3rd.
Oh, so that's about a week or two away.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's the PS4? And it just keeps on selling well. Like everybody loves the PS4. Like, will Microsoft ever come back? Will they ever come back, or no? Or are they like unofficially dead?
Honestly, no fanboy shit. To me, they're dead. You know what I mean? Because like this is the thing, and this is another thing that I talk about, and people don't realize it. Since PlayStation came into the gaming market in 1994, they've won every year except for, look, PlayStation, the 22 years PlayStation has been in the business, right?
They've been successful.
They've been successful, but they only had 3 down years. 06, when the PlayStation 3 launched, because the PlayStation 3 at launch was a terrible system. I didn't get my PlayStation 3 to 2010. It was a reason for that. But from 06 to 09, after Uncharted 2 dropped and all these exclusives dropped, PlayStation was back in the driver's seat, and they ain't looked back since, man. But as far as Microsoft, like how Nintendo has a focus on mobile gaming, I think Microsoft should switch their focus to PC gaming, honestly, because that seemed like what they want to do. It seemed like they want to be a part of the PC space, man. And I don't see them focusing on things like exclusives or, I just don't see it. Like, I think they can compete in gaming. Like a dude tweeted out, and people's mad at him, like they should focus more on the PC side of things. But if that's what's making them money, man, I mean, shit, why not do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, everyone, like the video, guys. Can you please like the video? Please. That's what everyone's doing nowadays. They making people like the video. Yeah, so yeah, like this interview, like it, please. So yeah, what do you think of the Scorpio? Do you think it'll be a comeback or no?
I think the Scorpio will be a good system. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, same thing with the Switch. I just want to see what kind of games it got.
Do you think that will be a comeback for them?
A comeback? Not really, no. Not really. Because you can have a stronger system, but at the end of the day, what games does it have? You know what I mean? Now, listen, I'll say this. If at E3 they showed a Scorpio and they show probably, You don't even got to be that many. They show 2 or 3 games that nobody know about. They look like they fire. You know what I'm saying? They look like some must-have shit day one. Then we talking about something. But if they show the Scorpio and it looks cool, but they saying like, have you ever imagined what it looked like to play like fucking Scream Ride in 4K? Like, they can't come out there with no bullshit like that, right? Because ain't nobody going for that. They can't come out and say, okay, look, here's State of Decay 2, here's Crackdown 3. Now, those are probably good games, you know what I'm saying? But people already know about those. There's no surprise factor in those games anymore. So what they need to do is come out with the Scorpio, show at least two. I'm saying 2 or 3. 2 or 3 games ain't nobody heard of, maybe even the new IP, man, and just deliver on them games, and then we talking about something. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So tell us about your upbringing, like when you were coming up from elementary school, middle school. What were you like? A class clown?
Oh, I was definitely a class clown, definitely. I was a fucking troublemaker, man. I got good grades. Well, I ain't gonna say I always got good grades. I got great grades in fucking high school, even though I was still a troublemaker back then too. I always got into fights, man. I always got suspended from school. I got expelled. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. I got expelled 3 times from school.
Really? From high school?
I got expelled once from high school. I got expelled once from middle school, and I got expelled once from elementary school. Multiple suspensions. I've probably been written up more. This is what's great. I've probably been written up and sent to the office more times than people that been in any kind of confrontation in their life. You know what I'm saying? I was always confrontational. People used to actually pick on me in elementary school. And then anytime I wouldn't do shit, I'd be like, they're picking on me. And then they were like, well, John, that don't make sense because you're bigger than them, right? Because I was always a tall kid. Then eventually I got fat as fuck. So I was always bigger than most people. And
like, how tall are you? 6 foot?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not just a huge fucking person, but I'm a decent height, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no Zephyrnix height, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a midget, so but yeah, man, I was a troublemaker, man. I've always been a real down-to-earth person, though. I'm a cool person. The thing about me is if I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you. Just don't rub me the wrong way, man, because the way my temper set up, you know what I'm saying? I just got a real bad temper, bro. That was pretty much my problem, growing up, my temper, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. So when did you meet Next Gen 720? Have you ever met him at one point, or?
I've met Zaire before, man. I basically met Zaire around the same time I met BG and Hard 8 and them. And actually, what's crazy is when I met all them dudes, they were still cool somewhat. You know what I'm saying? They were still all cool somewhat. Because Next Gen used to hang out with everybody I started hanging out with. When I came around was basically when they stopped fucking with them. But I've been in the car with all those dudes before, man. They would talk they shit like, oh, you a pony, this and that. Oh, I'm gonna beat you up, all this shit. But it was on some friendly shit. But now when they do it, they really actually mean the shit. But I've had probably 4 or 5 conversations with Zaire. And all
do you think that he's a cool dude, or do you avoid him? Or
I don't avoid Zaire. I mean, I'm not gonna say he a bad person, you know what I'm saying, but he got some screws loose, you know what I'm saying? He got some screws loose, bro. That's what I'll say. Because actually, I used to enjoy Zaire channel immensely back in the day because he used to make his videos used to be fucking hilarious, bro. I'm talking about them shits used to have me crying, dog. Like, I used to love this dude content, bro. But as soon as they announced the Xbox One, I don't know if he was always like this. I don't know what the fuck happened. He went crazy. He just started telling everybody he's gonna fuck their grandma. I'll beat you up. I mean, he was just all this gang banging shit. But before all of that, man, I thought he was a real cool dude. You know what I'm saying? That was before I met him and shit. But I'm not gonna say he a bad person, but he definitely got some screws loose.
Wasn't there like a situation with him at one point?
Shit, it's been many situations with him. I mean, shit, which one are you talking about?
That old like pedophilia thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, see, that's the thing. I wasn't around for that, but I mean, I don't know, bro. I really don't know about this situation. I hope it's untrue. You know what I'm saying? Or not true. I hope it's not true. But if it is, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, a lot of crazy things happen in this community. Like
that's fact. Now that's facts right there. Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't even imagine. So, what do you think of the gaming community throughout the years? Do you think it's changed for the better or the worse?
I think it's for the better or for the worse. YouTube, man, this side of the community we in, man, it had a real fucking steady down, decline. I say since 2011, man. 2011 when the shit got real bad, and it's been pretty bad, man. But I will say that I think it's getting a little bit better because people have gotten off of the exposure, the exposure shit as much as they used to do. Because back then,
like I mean, to me, it's like, what's the point of being exposed? Like, what, you getting a cookie out of it?
Yeah. I mean, it was real bad back in the day, but at the same time, the exposed shit back in the day, it was like on some funny shit. But now it got to a point where it was real serious the way people were doing it. So I think it's on a small it's improving slightly, man, because people are more focused on like podcast and posting gameplay, which is what this community should have been about at the beginning, is about gaming. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's doing a little bit better, man.
Okay. What else? What's some of your favorite games of all time?
Ooh, some of my favorite games of all time. I'd say Metal Gear Solid 1. Love the game to death. I don't like any other Metal Gear Solid game, which is crazy to me, but it is what it is. Favorite games are to God of War, every God of War game. All 6 of them. It's technically 7 God of War games, but one of them's a cell phone game. I never played it. All 6 of those. Last of Us, Uncharted, Red Dead Redemption, the N64, the wrestling games that was on the N64, like NWO, WCW Revenge, and WrestleMania 2000, and man, it's a lot of games, bro. Like, that's pretty much it. But like, those are like my favorite games of all time.
Do you think it's hard to get big on YouTube? Like, do you think it's hard, or do you think it's easy?
Well, I'm still not big on YouTube, so I guess I gotta say it's hard, man. Definitely hard. It's just hard to get people, to. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know how I want to say this. Like, I get decent views, you know what I'm saying? I'm very appreciative of anybody who's ever watched my channel, shit like that. But it's just crazy, man. It seemed like I don't even know how I want to put it. Well, I guess I'll go back to what I was saying about PewDiePie. It seems the less genuine you are in your views, the more people want to watch your content. And if that's the truth, then I guess I just always say where I'm at, because I'm not really willing to conform to, the fuckery that people want to see. I'm not going to get on there screaming and cutting flips and looking like I'm about to die, talking about like a controller. Like, come on, man. You're not that excited. Cut it the fuck out and get out of here with that shit. But I say it's difficult, man. It's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. Like, I'm just now, like, I'm trying to make it to 100,000 views, and I made it to 72K recently.
Oh, that's good though. That's good.
It's pretty hard, but the fact that I made it that far is pretty impressive feat on its own.
You got to keep going, man. That's all it is. You got to keep going, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying. So what do you think of today's hip hop? Like, do you like it? Do you hate it? Or
today's hip hop? Well, I'm kind of an older person in the community. I'm like 28 years old. Today's hip hop. I like a lot of today's hip hop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of those people. Oh, this ain't Biggie. This ain't Tupac. This ain't Nas. I'm not listening to it. Mumble rap. Yada yada. Like, it's a different generation. You know what I'm saying? It's a different style of rap. Mumble rap, and it's just what it is, bro. It's a couple of artists I really fuck with today. Like I like A Boogie with the hoodie. I like Don Q. I like ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rappers out here that's still making hot ass music, and it's some shitty rappers that still make hot ass music. That's why they in the position they in right now. So I don't have a problem with today's hip hop, bro.
All right, chat, put your questions down below. Put your questions down below for JackmoveJohnny. Hello. Are you gonna get into PC gaming? Like, I'm hearing that you may get a desktop.
I don't know, man. It's that I'm not against PC gaming, but I just honestly I don't like the way PC gaming is set up. Now people go say, this guy, like, honestly, I don't like the fact that You got to go to this store to get this game. You got to go to this store to get this game. That like on PlayStation, right? That's why I strictly. And this is another thing. Before I even say all of that, the eighth generation of consoles. This is the very first gen that I've only owned one console. Every other gen, I've owned two consoles. I either own the Nintendo and the Sega platform, or the Nintendo and the Sony platform, right? So this is the first gen that I've only owned one fucking console. With that being said, I have probably never had as much fun gaming as I do now. Why is that? It's more streamlined. I don't have to separate my gaming time and allocate my time to this and that. It's an easier situation, man. I go on PSN. Oh, I want that game. It's on PSN. I look at my trophies, they all in one place. I look at my games, they all in one place, man. You go to you go to computer, you got Steam, you got Origin, all these other fuckboy programs. I don't have time for it, bro. I really don't. Then it's a lot of problems that come with that PC game and shit too that a lot of people don't want to talk about, man. But I don't know why, but yeah, man, I'm not really feeling PC gaming like that.
So who are some of your favorite YouTubers recently, like so far, that you have
in this community or overall?
Just in general.
In general. Ooh, I like the Hodge. I like the eating videos. Hodge twins. I like them. Scoop 208. He do shoe videos. I like watching. This is what's crazy. I'm not like a sneakerhead, but I do enjoy watching shoe videos for some reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I enjoy watching people that collect shoes. I don't fucking know why. It makes no sense. Mike Rich, another dude to do shoe videos. Who else do I watch? I just watch a lot of random shit, bro. Like, I basically, honestly, dog, I watch a lot of gaming videos, but these days I watch shoe videos, I watch eating videos. What else I watch? I watch DJ Academics because he keep up with the fuckery. DJ Academics is basically like a rap version of like Black Bond or some shit. Like he knows all the fuckery. He keeps up with it. So I fuck with DJ Academics. Cash Nasty Gaming. That's somebody I fuck with heavy. He actually inspired me, man. Cause like I'll stop caring about YouTube. I watch that dude. Like he's a real inspiration, bro. Cause like 2 years ago, this dude was working at fucking Walmart, dog. Now he making like 30,000-40,000 a month off YouTube, just from hustling every day. Like that shit motivation to me, man. But those are some of the people I watch.
Okay. So what do you think of the Black community?
On YouTube or the Black community overall?
Overall.
Black community, just like any other community, man, it got a lot of bad apples, but at the same time, it got a lot of great people doing great things. It's just the shit that get promoted is negative. It's just like YouTube, man. Say, for instance, you got somebody on YouTube, all they do is gameplay videos, they do let's plays, they do giveaways, they positive as fuck. They might not get none but 20-30 views a video. But if you got somebody doing the most, threatening people, not keeping it game, and saying all outlandish shit, they probably getting thousands of views a video. Same thing with the Black community. The people that's doing good out there, man, they not getting no promotion, right? And the people that's doing bad is getting glorified. And it's the same with all the other races. White people, Mexicans, it don't matter what race you is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's the same, for real, for real. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much how I see that.
Like, what fan base do you think is worse? The Nintendo fan base, the Sony fan base, the Microsoft fan base, or the PC fan base? Which one is worse?
Okay, PC gamers. The only thing I don't like about PC gamers, they're very pretentious. Like nothing's good enough for them. They're very pretentious. They're always outspoken. They refuse to play most games. And it's an irritating bunch of dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's just an irritating bunch of people. They elitists. So that's what I'll say about the Xbox dudes. I would say Xbox fans, for the most part, they're just really fucking stupid and they refuse to read certain shit and grasp what's going on around them. But at the end of the day, they're not really that irritating to me. Nintendo fans are extremely fucking annoying, right? I can't stand Nintendo fans, bro. Most of Nintendo, and that's crazy because most of my friends I met offline are Nintendo fans. But for the most part, Nintendo fans are extremely annoying. They can't let go of the past, right? And they they just say the most fucking outlandish things that I can't even fathom some of the shit they say. I'm just like, how did you even come up with that conclusion in your head to even say that right now? Like, I could go on all day about Nintendo fans, but I would have to say Nintendo fans.
Okay. So what would you consider as your favorite Weapon Wheel podcast that you will watch or that you will look back on? Like, what's your favorite?
Ooh, my favorite one? Ooh, shit. Honestly, bro, I don't even have an answer for that. I would just say anyone where we were all like just joking around with each other and it didn't get too crazy, and it was just a positive conversation. It's been a couple of them like that. I don't know the specific number or whatever, but it's been a couple of them where we was just everything was gelling. The conversation didn't ever really slow down. It was just a real positive situation the whole time through.
Mm. Do you do mobile gaming or no?
Don't do the mobile gaming. Don't do the mobile gaming.
So what do you think of the PS Vita 2 patent? Like, what do you think
The
of?
patent came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Sony will go through with it because all these companies patent a lot of things that never even see the light of day. But I don't know if they'll do it. If they did do it, it might be interesting. I don't know if I buy one personally because Sony has a history of not supporting their peripherals. I mean, it's just the truth. I can't sugarcoat that shit. They got a history of dropping support for things rather quickly, especially if they see it ain't working. So and I don't even know what the price point would be. I mean, like I said, it's an interesting idea. Remind me of the Switch, even though they patented before the Switch was even revealed. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. We'll see.
Do you do retro gaming?
Retro gaming. I do not do retro gaming. Do not.
Really, you don't go back to your childhood or anything like that?
I would like to, but no, I do not. I would like to. So that was something I would probably like to get into, but I never really made any attempts to do it.
Mm. Okay. What do you think the technology of today, like compared to a couple of years ago, like what do you think of the differences?
Like as far as what, like TVs and shit like that.
Yeah, TVs, everything.
I mean, technology's moving at a rapid pace. You know what I'm saying? I just got a 4K TV personally. They already talking about 8K, so I'm just like, God damn, slow down, motherfucker. Like, technology is improving at a rapid rate. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think the world is getting too advanced. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's gonna get to a point where it's on some Terminator T1000 shit, where we creating things that's fighting back against us and probably killing people. Like, it's just gonna get to that point to where technology is too fucking smart for its own good. And some technology, man, like say for instance, like I was saying, TVs, they cool, you know what I'm saying, but they come in with a lot more issues. The more technology you got, the more moving parts things got, the more problems they have. And I mean, it's cool though, you know what I'm
Yeah. What are some of your games that you're looking forward to for this year?
Ooh, good question. Well, the one coming up closest is Horizon Zero Dawn. I cannot wait for that game. I'm highly excited about that game. Some other games I'm looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to the new South Park game. Hopefully we get a release date on that sometime soon, man. Let me see something. I see that's the thing. Like these other games, I just don't know if they're coming out this year. Like Red Dead 2 supposed to be coming out this year. I played the shit out of Red Dead Redemption. I never played the original Red Dead. I should have, but I'm looking forward to that, man. I don't know if it's coming out this year. Shit like 2K18. I don't know. Well, I know that's coming out this year. I don't know if I'm gonna get 2K18. I'm trying to think, man. I had a list, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot. Hopefully Days Gone come out this year. That Sony game. Hopefully they come out this year. God of War supposed to be coming out this year. I don't know if that's coming out. Like it's just, you know how they do, man. They announce the game. Oh, that's 2017, and then next thing you know, it's coming out 2019.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm pretty much in that situation. Like I'm like, is it coming out? Is it not?
Wii U games.
Yeah. So
did you think that the Wii was a next gen system, in between system, or
I
what
thought
did you
the
think of the
Wii.
power?
Ooh, it was cross gen. I thought it was cross gen.
Okay. Like, did you think that the Wii U could handle some of today's third party games? Or
Some, I'd say some, not all. I mean, not a lot. Like, yeah, some. But a lot of people just weren't gonna go through the trouble of downscaling their game. I guess I don't know why the Wii U didn't get a lot of the third party titles.
they were using the Power PC architecture?
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's true. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah. So, do you think that because of the whole Wii U situation, like third party was on there, they were behind, and EA shook their hand? Like,
Well, you really can't trust these companies, man. But Nintendo, like, that's another thing. A lot of people don't realize that the reason Nintendo is in the position they're in is because in the 80s, they were bullies. They bullied a lot of these third party companies. And some of these third party companies, especially like Square Enix and shit like that, Konami, stuff like that, they're Japanese. And if you know anything about Japanese people, man, they deal very heavily in respect. And if you lose their respect, man, you're pretty much never going to gain it back. And that's one of the issues with Nintendo. They disrespected a lot of these companies back in the day, man. And, you know, because third party companies needed Nintendo in the 80s, right?
yeah.
But now third party companies don't need Nintendo. They need Sony and they need Microsoft. And they got the PC popping. So Nintendo just put themselves behind the 8 ball, man. It's going to be real hard for them to dig themselves out. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Is it likely? I don't know.
Anything's possible.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, remember the definitive version of all your favorite games.
Shit.
That was funny. Like, and yet, like, a lot of games didn't come to Wii U.
Definitely did.
I remember that they had a finished version of Crisis 3. And
none of them games come out to the Wii U.
And it never happened.
Nope.
So, like, what did you want to be when you grow up as far as career go? Like, what did you want it to be?
When I was real young, I wanted to be a fucking professional wrestler when I grew up, but of course that's not a fucking feasible goal. And then when I got older, man, honestly, bro, when I got older and I saw how life really was, I just always said, man, I just don't want to be like homeless. Like, I just want to always have a decent income or be able to take care of myself and just not be poor, man. That's all I ever wanted, man. And I'm 28 years old. I'm not fucking poor. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got income, and that's all I can really hope for, man. And I'm happy in life right now. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. You know, a lot of these people get these goddamn desk jobs 9 to 5. They might be getting paid nicely, but guess what? They want to kill themselves every day. I don't want to kill myself right now. So to me, and on top of that, most people that I grew up with, and you know what's crazy? You know, they used to always say, you know, you go in this way, you're only going to end up dead or in jail. I always thought that was some, you know, some bullshit, man. But honestly, most of the people I grew up with are dead or in fucking jail. So that's very true. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where I come from. So I'm not dead. I'm not in jail yet. So I'm winning, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. All right, chat, put your questions down below for JackmoveJohnny. Put your questions down below. Put your questions down below. So, like, remember Blockbuster Critic?
I do.
Like, do you miss him or anything like that?
I mean, he's still on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I talk to him from time to time on there. I still know his bro. You know, Shokyo's his brother, so I still talk to Shokyo damn near every day of my life. So, I mean, yeah, I miss his content though. He made great videos, man. Great videos.
What is the video that you are most proud of your YouTube channel?
Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh. The video I'm most proud of? I don't know. Because I still don't think I've made that video yet. I mean, I got some videos that I got a couple of videos that did like decent view counts or whatever. I just recently got a video to get over 10,000 views, believe it or not. I never had a video to get that many views before. And that was that, I I did a video Uncharted 4 versus Rise of the Tomb Raider. Which one is better? That was that probably got a lot of views based off the title alone. But my favorite video, probably some crumb side shit I did back in the day that like was funny. You know what I'm saying? Some ignorant shit. I'm not really on that no more. I mean, I still get with the bullshit from time to time, but I just got a different focus. Because I realized this YouTube shit, I could take it more places than just arguing with somebody that ain't on shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all that drama stuff is, man. It's people that ain't on shit. They want to see you doing bad. But I noticed as soon as I got off that drama shit, I'm doing pretty good. So I'm going to try to keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't go at people's neck. I might leave a disrespectful comment, but who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? It's all in good fun at the end of the day. But yeah, that's probably my favorite video. Some stupid shit I did back in the day.
This question's from Mike House. Why do you downplay Sony?
Downplay Sony in what fashion?
That's from Mike House.
I don't know what the guy's talking about. I don't downplay Sony. I complain. This is the thing about me. I complain when they do something I don't like, and if they do something that I don't care about, guess what? I don't care. So there's no reason to complain about it. I'm not one of these people that, I see 2,000 people enraged on a fucking PlayStation blog video. Oh, let me type my displeasure. Let me dislike the video too. Like, I'm not that. That's the thing about me, bro. I've always been a leader, not a follower. You feel me? So I'm not with that crowd group mentality. If I see something that everybody else disliking, I don't see an issue with it. Guess what? It ain't no issue. You feel me? But if it's an issue with you, then that's when you got to go out on your own 2 feet and say, I got a problem with this. But obviously, I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, okay. So I just thought something about JTech TV, and you had a little back and forth with JTech TV, which was pretty funny. And like, what inspired that? Like, what started it?
Oh man, JTech. That's a long story, man. Let me try to give you the abridged version. Originally, before I really did content, I watched JTech videos. I thought they were funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought they were funny, kind of entertaining. I left comments, left likes, supported this channel. And he even went as far as commenting on my channel sometimes, inboxing me, you know, LOL, shit like that. Cool. One day, he did a video. Now, I didn't know JTech TV's PSN name. If I knew his PSN name, I would have never asked this question. I left a question. I said, hey, Pyro, do you have any platinum trophies, right? Because I like to get trophies from time to time. I like platinums. He a PlayStation guy. Did he have any platinums? He replies to me. He says, how long have you been watching my channel? And then I tell him, you know, I forgot how long it was. I'm like, you know, probably about a year or whatever. And he was like, well, if you watch my channel and this and that, he was just saying some weird shit. And he was like, are you a spy? I'm like, a spy? My nigga, I'm not even Russian. Like, I thought you had to be like on some fucking espionage shit. I'm just like, he was just saying a whole bunch of crazy shit. And I was just like, bruh, if you was a real gamer, you would just answer the question, get off that fuck shit. He ended up blocking me. Ever since then, I had a problem with that dude because I realized, you know, people used to say Pyro was crazy as fuck, and I guess I didn't want to see it because he was a PlayStation fan. I guess that's what he mean by downplaying Sony. But I realized that he was fucking insane, and ever since then, we've had an issue. He always got an issue with me about shit that don't have nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about I'm a charity case, this and that. But then he turns around and says he's adopted. Now, adoption to me is a form of charity because guess what? If those people didn't want to take a chance on you, you'd probably be eating out a goddamn dumpster bin right now. So don't ever talk about somebody taking charity when your life is literally charity. Now, I don't have nothing against adopted people, and that ain't what I mean by that. What I mean by that is everybody needs a chance, bro. And you got a chance at a decent life. So to keep that going for yourself, keep my name out your mouth. You feel me? So that's pretty much what happened to me and Pyro.
Okay. What do you have to say for new and upcoming YouTubers that are coming up? What advice would you give them?
The only advice I give them, honestly, bro, stay focused. No, I just want to tell you, stay focused, right? Don't come in on like drama's cool, but you don't want to be. That's the thing. People think they want to be in the crumb side, quote unquote. This ain't where you want to be at, bro. Because honestly, this YouTube shit is money to be made on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I've been making a decent amount of money off YouTube to pay a couple of months. Truth be told, it's money to be made. You know what I'm saying? Just stay focused and be yourself, man. Don't come on here trying to be nobody else. Don't come on here, you know. Just be yourself, man. And if people like you for who you are, people will watch your content. Trust me, bro. Just trust and believe in yourself.
And keep trying. Be consistent. You gotta be,
Be consistent and keep absolutely.
Oh Lord. No. Oh, what else do I have? What else? So, like, are you gonna watch the Switch streams, like the footage and all that stuff? Like,
oh yeah, of course. I watch game coverage, even if I'm not specifically interested in said game or genre. I will still watch it just to see, because I don't know if I'm interested or not. You know what I'm saying? So I do tune in and stuff like that just to see if it tickles my fancy, I guess you could say.
Okay. Trying to think of something. Lord. Ooh. The whole Mooch situation. I mean, Mooch left.
He did.
And
no, I mean, as far as that Mooch shit go, man, honestly, he was ashamed of himself, right? Because any normal person, if somebody leaked where you work at or what your kids look like, most people voluntarily upload their kids and families on the internet. The only way somebody would use that as fuel is if you own the internet, one, not being yourself, which we just talked on, you not being yourself, and you saying a whole bunch of fuck shit. So apparently he was ashamed of himself, right? Because he didn't want nobody to know what his family looked like. Now, that is his prerogative to keep his personal life secret. That is his prerogative. But at the same time, any normal person, they just would have been like, all right, yeah, that's my son. That's where I work at. So the fuck what? Like, what is you going to do? I'm on the internet chilling. Like, I'm just making content. But apparently he felt ashamed about the content he was making, rightfully so. And yeah.
Now Obi-Wan plays. Now that guy.
Oh my God.
He got real big.
He did.
Gaming streets.
Oh man. I mean, I'm happy to see Obi-Wan's success, man. You know, I used to watch him when he had like 2,000 subs, and he blew up overnight. I could say he got an endorsement shout out from Etika. You know, Etika got like damn near 500,000 subs, so that didn't hurt. You know, that didn't hurt the matter. But he been grinding, man. He been putting them videos. Actually, I was subbed to Obi-Wan. The reason I unsubbed from Obi-Wan is because apparently he learned how to put GIFs overlays on his videos, and I could deal with him doing all the screaming and huffing and puffing, but when he start putting goddamn 18 GIFs over the picture and he's just fucking twerking, I couldn't deal with it. But I'm like, bro, I can't watch this shit. I'm about to have a seizure at this motherfucker. So I had to get off his channel. It was too much for me personally, you know what I'm saying? So I had to stop watching it, bro.
Okay, Retro Night. A question from Retro Night. How did you get into Shantae, the Half Genie hero?
How did I get into Shantae? Well, originally, I just remember one day I saw something about a video game called Shantae, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at some gameplay of it. This back when I saw some gameplay of the original game and shit. And I just remember I guess I was in a call with Nia Video Game Her, and I had mentioned it, and then like, cause Nia, her and my homie Star Chaser, they was like real deal Shantae fans, and they pretty much told me about the series, man. And ever since then, you know, when I heard it was coming to PlayStation, I had the opportunity to play it because I didn't have the opportunity at first. It was only on 3DS, and it was like on PC, I think, or some shit. But they put it on PlayStation. I tried it out, loved the game. You know what I'm saying? I love all the games, and ever since then, man, that's pretty much been what it was.
Now, what is your obsession with indie games? Like
obsession. I wouldn't call it an obsession. You know what I call it? I like good games. I love great games. And just so happened that most of the good or great games that's been coming out for the past 5 or so years have been indie offerings. It just happened to be that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those people that say, I'm not one of those people that say, okay, that's a AAA game, I'm gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that. That's an indie game, I'm gonna play that. I'm not gonna play. I
won't consider it as a real game, I guess. Apparently,
I don't see why not. You know what's funny? Okay, this is the thing. The Gears of War. You familiar with Gears of War, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You familiar with Gears of War 1, 2, and 3? Do you know that those games are technically, depending on how literal you want to take the term, do you know those games are indie games?
Yeah, I can see it.
Because when the original Gears of War trilogy came out, Microsoft they did not own the Gears of War IP, which is short for intellectual property. They did not own that. Epic Games owned it, and Microsoft has never owned Epic Games. So technically, there was 3 games made by an independent developer. And this is another thing people don't realize: indie is short for independent. Ain't it good to be independent? Don't you want to be independent without the shackles and restraints of a overseer? Don't you want to be independent? But anyway, those games are technically indie titles because they were made by an independent studio and they own their IP. So a lot of people don't understand what the word indie means for real, because a lot of people, once again, they don't know how to read. There's a lot of indie games that you don't realize. The Witcher 3, guess what? The Witcher 3 is an indie game. It's made by CD Projekt Red, which is an independent company. Now, it was published by WB Games. We're not going to argue that. But guess what? WB Games does not own the Witcher IP. And people call shit like Journey an indie game, right? But Sony published I consider Journey an indie game too, but Sony did pay for that game to be made. But it's still an indie title. Like, it's just certain ways you gotta look at shit. But back to the original question, I don't put labels and titles on games. If it's not a genre of game, like, okay, this is a side scroller, this is a third person shit, like, I play games that I think appeal to me, that look cool to me, you know what I'm saying? It just happened that they're indie. And if you look at my trophy collection overall, if people really want to get technical about it, most of my trophies are in quote unquote AAA games. So I don't see the issue. I just play games that look good, bro. I don't really pay too much attention to that other shit, man.
So tell us the future of your channel. Tell us the future of JackmoveJohnny's channel.
The future, hopefully, it's bright, man. Hopefully, it's bright. I've kind of I'm sure you probably seen a couple of my videos. I don't know if you have or not. I'm pretty much focused on live streaming, gaming content. Because I think the future of YouTube the future of YouTube gaming is live streaming and podcasts. It is what it is. Topical videos are cool, but at the end of the day, live streams are more interactive. It's just a fun thing to do. So I'm gonna try to do more live streams, man. And pretty much just it, man. Live streaming, doing my podcast, keeping the positive content popping. Topical video every once in a while if I feel the need. If I feel obligated to do one on said topic, but I'm just pretty much gonna keep doing what I'm doing, man, and hopefully my channel grow. If it don't, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And if it do, that's fantastic.
Okay. Where can people contact you and follow you on Twitter and all them other things?
Okay. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all of them. JackmoveJohnny. If you want to get in touch with me, PSN JackmoveJohnny. Just type that into Google, man, and you'll see where I'm at, bro. And yeah, check me out.
Okay. See you guys later in peace. And would you like to say goodbye to the audience? And
appreciate everybody for watching. Everybody that's gonna watch this video, man. Shout out to the homie Levon. He doing a good thing on this channel. And yeah, man, peace.
Yeah, see you guys later in peace. And I might do a Q&A in an hour or two, so keep in check with that. And yeah, I might do a Q&A today. But yeah, hit the notification bell to be notified for more of my videos and live streams and all that stuff. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.